let's go over a super basic concept of just filling up your knowledge base for voice agents. So if you're building a voice agent, you're going to need a knowledge base. The reason why you're going to need knowledge base is to work hand in hand with your script. Your script is responsible for getting the conversation from point A to point B. So whatever your desired outcome is, we like to call that the happy path of your script. Now, in many different contexts of this conversation, we're going to be falling outside of that happy path every once in a while to answer questions, to handle objections, whatever it might be. And that's where your knowledge base or your genius is going to come in handy. So we're going to need to fill this in with information about your business, what you provide, and maybe some objections that we might face. The way we're going to do that is by coming into the Thoughtly platform and clicking on Genius. When you do that, you're going to put create a new genius. If you don't have a genius, this is what it's going to look like. If you have a lot, you're going to be brought to a dashboard, but let's just go ahead and name this demo. If you want to, this is what I meant when I said the dashboard. You could create new geniuses here, and you could add to your genius right here. So first things first is we're going to click on add data source. This is going to then bring a drop down that allows you to put in a couple of different formats, including text, audio, PDF, CSV, and URL. Now for text, this could be FAQs, maybe some things that were generated through ChatGPT. We like to have it in that Q&A style format, and I'll show you exactly why. So maybe you want to run some things through ChatGPT and have ChatGPT generate a bunch of FAQs for that text file. For audio, I'll actually show you right now. I just downloaded this from YouTube. I'll just upload this into the Genius and I'll show you kind of how it conceptualizes information. For URLs, obviously enough, every page of your website, every URL of your website, you're going to want to throw in here. Let's just throw in Thoughtly's website. I'll show you how it generates that. Boom. The audio file's already been updated. We just come here to view and you can see exactly how it kind of took down all that information. What it's doing right now is it's breaking down Q&As from this conversation. So it's going to take maybe some objections, some of the answers that were mentioned from the representative. This is determined on the conversation that you're putting inside of here. This one's a tad bit weird because I did get it from YouTube, but just gives you a kind of understanding of how it takes the information down. It's going to listen to the recording, break it down into Q&As, find the objections, and put them inside of here. Now, if it does the same thing with your URL, what it's doing right now is it's scraping the entire URL and it's finding the copy from it and making question and answer format. So just finished, we come on here and now it has Q&As. So like, how does Thoughtly utilize the data-driven approach? Or what phone number can I use to contact Thoughtly? If somebody ever asks any of these questions, we know the direct answer based on the copy found on the website. So somebody might ask like, how does it integrate with my CRM? Now it could search through its knowledge base and it knows the direct answer based on what I inputted. This goes for objections, as I mentioned, FAQs, text files of anything you may have, PDFs of maybe your pricing, CSVs, and URLs. So this is going to be one centralized hub where you put everything related to your business. One note I'm going to mention to you is that you do not want to contradict yourself inside of your knowledge base. If you have a pricing sheet of like light bulbs, let's say one light bulb is $50 and then you have another knowledge base that says the light bulb's $70. There's contradicting information there, so it might give inaccurate information when asked the question. So that's going to be adding to your Genius once you go ahead and add everything related to your business in that FAQ format or in that Q&A style format. You come here to one of your agents and then come to Genius. There will be a drop down of what you've just created and a list of your geniuses. Click on that and you're good. From there, it uploads directly into this agent. Simple as that. So when I call this agent, it now knows everything found inside that knowledge base. But go ahead and put in everything that you have about your business directly into your agent's brain, and you'll start to notice that your voice agent knows your business more than you do.